surfing's evolving into more of an art or a sport?
I would say, like, on a big scale, surfing's kind of a sport now. You know, like a lot of people are really taking that goal-oriented mentality.
I think it's just becoming more diverse. It's both. I think that the competitive scene's the best it's ever been right now and super fun to check out. And I think the art scene's as good as it's ever been. And so it's a really cool time in surfing right now. There's a little bit of everything. Alex is taking a shot at me right now.
I think it's coming back around into an art with people starting to ride different boards, quads and 20s, and shortboarders riding longboards and longboarders riding shortboards and whatnot. For a while there it was a bit stale and it was definitely turned into a sport.
I'd say both.
Yeah?
Both for sure. Like it becomes more of a sport because everyone's becoming, you know, better athletes or whatever, but you know, it can always has to stay artsy. So that's just the nature of the game.
I don't think of surfing strictly as a sport. You know, it's broader, it's interpretive, and it's very much like the art that we see here tonight.
Depends on who you talk to, you know. But you come to an event like tonight, and it definitely feels more like the art choice. And then I'm sure if you end up at a surf contest, it probably feels a little bit like a sport. I guess for me personally, it feels more like the art choice.
To me, surfing's always been an art, and I think, you know, a lot more people are finally starting to realize that.
I definitely think there's a great art form there. You know, you look at the beginning of Glass Love with Daisy. Just, it's even a silhouette, you don't know who it is, but just the gracefulness, the way the sun's hitting, it's so classic, and the feel of it is unreal.
Dude, the people in HPs are in their own like headspace, but I think us loggers are still doing our own thing. Another world. You know, different language.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't understand the word you just said. Can you say that again?
Like, the people on high-tech boards, you know, just like go in the shop, buy a board. They're just kind of in it for like the sport and competition. Like, just trying to keep up and involve in it. But I don't know, I think loggers were following a different path. Like, our dads and stuff, they're getting us into it from Grom, yeah.
I don't know. It's certainly changing. There's more of a broad scene involved with it than whatever there used to be, you know what I mean? All the gigs and stuff, surfers just used to go to the same gigs that everybody else used to go to, you know what I mean? But now there's surf gigs.
Being here and being a part of this, you see firsthand some of the art that's created from the culture that's surrounding it, you know? And I think that all of the artwork that's involved here and other places comes to the forefront of pop culture because on, you know, t-shirts and surfboards and things like that, the artwork comes out, you know. So because I think I was involved in skateboarding when I was a kid, so the first artwork that I ever bought was on a skateboard, you know.
I think that surfing is not evolving.
Why is that?
Because evolution indicates progress. And I don't think people are having more fun now than they were in the beginning. Because fun is a quantity that can't be measured in that way. So I don't think people in 1963 were having less fun than we're having now. So if you're out there to have fun, you're probably having the same amount of fun as people have always had.
It started as an art, for sure, an art form. I mean, it is a way of expression. I feel like there's a million surfers out there expressing themselves and expressing their feelings and expressing who they are. But there's also a lot of guys out there as well, driven to just like do 30 turns, you know, do what they got to do to win the contest.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not saying that to do that is not expressing themselves, because that, you know, that is expressing themselves too. I believe that people who ride every aspect of boards, like from fishes to shortboards and longboards and all that stuff, I just think they're more rounded surfers. You know, they surf way better, and they just have more style. Like Dan Malloy, like he's one of my most favorite surfers on the planet. Him and Rasta, and those guys freaking throw a water bottle under their feet. They'll figure out a way to stand up on it. Like they will. It's crazy, you know. And I love that. Like I think that's kind of the point. Like. That's for sure. And now you give me that